Good morning, afternoon, or evening. My name's Dustin, and on behalf of Mary and Chol Wu, thank you for joining our presentation on occupational employment and wage statistics of Maine. Our data comes from the Bureau of Labor Statistics of Maine, has 555 observations, and there's 7 variables, including OCC code, which breaks down different sectors with a numerical value. So, for instance, sales is 41, managers is 39, and so on. Total employment, annual mean, annual median, hourly mean, hourly median, and occupation title, which is the specific title of that job. The questions we are trying to answer are: will people choose their occupation based on an hourly rate or salary, an annual salary? Will annual salary and hourly rate have an exact correlation to the total employment of each occupational group? And will median values of annual salary and hourly rate have the same correlations to the total employment of each occupational group as those of mean values? Starting with question 1, an observation we had using raw data was that the highest total employed category was sales. However, the highest paid for all 4 variables belonged to managers. Using the Pearson test, we tested the 4 variables, the hourly mean, median, annual mean, and median, against total employment. Each had a p-value of less than 0.05, indicating that they were statistically significant versus total employment. Noteworthy here is the negative correlation on all the variables. This indicates that there are fewer jobs when more money is earned in each occupational group. Using a single linear regression, again, we see that negative correlation come through and the negative slope for all these variables. And again, all the p-values are less than 0.05, so individually these are all statistically significant versus total unemployment, or total employment. Now that we know individually all the variables are statistically significant, we included all those in our regression. However, none had a p-value less than 0.05. So using the adjusted R-squared value, we found the best number of predictors to be 2, which were annual mean and hourly mean. However, again, neither p-value was less than 0.05. So based on CP, annual median is the best predictor, which had a p-value of 0.0114, which is less than our 0.05 cutoff. Forward and backward stepwise yielded the same results. This does mean people will choose their job based on annual median salary, not hourly rates.
For our second question, will annual salary and hourly rate have an exact relation to the total employment of each group? We use the Hiter-Main-Silvers method. Our null is stated here as a correlation for hourly mean, and total employment is the same as annual mean and total employment, and then our null is the opposite of that. And so here our p-value is above 0.05, which means we cannot reject our null hypothesis. Therefore, hourly mean and annual mean have the same correlation to total employment. Correlation of annual and hourly salaries have the same correlation to total employment as well. For our third and final question, will median values of annual salary and hourly rate have the same correlations to the total employment of each occupational group as those of mean values? Again, we use Hiter-Main-Silvers method. Our null is stated here. Correlation of hourly mean and total employment is the same for hourly median and total employment. Alternative is the opposite of that. So our p-value here was greater than 0.05, so we cannot reject our null hypothesis, meaning the hourly mean and hourly median have same correlation to total employment. The same test was applied to annual mean and annual median, and this p-value is also greater than 0.05, and we cannot reject that null either. So in conclusion, annual mean, annual median, hourly mean, and hourly median all had negative SOs, so there are more financial benefit from job means, fewer employment allocations. Next was hourly and annual wages had some correlation to employment, and our final finding was median and mean wages have the same correlation to employment. Thank you for watching.